What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Big 12 Team Builder Dynasty. We have Clemson and Little Rock College, the Battlehawks with LaQuinton Evans. Buddy Monroe is the head coach. You guys know everything you need to know about Little Rock. Their offense is great. Number 4, their rushing offense, not so much. They don't really focus too much on that running game, but that rush offense for Clemson, number 4 as well. So both teams kind of doing a little bit of the oppo taco for both of their strengths here, and their weaknesses, well, we're going to see what's going to get exploited in this game. We got the Russell Athletic Bowl underway, and kickoff will be a touchback to open us up in the very first bowl game of year number 6. LaQuinton Evans, do us the honor. Well, that wasn't too good. Antoine Hayes, first pass of the game, first play of the game is going to be a deflection. 2nd and 10, bringing a little bit of pressure on LaQuinton, and this is almost picked off. Marcus Sanders here with a deflection as well. 2 straight passes. LaQuinton Evans almost thrown to the other team here. Something to watch out for. But we got a Jameel Carter sighting. He lined up in the backfield, got a little catch there for the first down. 3rd and inches, and LaQuinton powering through that tough-nosed defense of the Clemson Tigers, picking up another first down. Little play-action pass completed. Nice little catch there to Zach Poling, the fullback, getting some love here in the passing game. 3rd and 1, LaQuinton fires out to the left. He's got a man out there too, that left side. That's David McBride, the tight end, and it's going to reset the downage here. 1st and goal, and then we got Eric Mack saying bye-bye. He's going to get into the end zone for a 4-yard touchdown, and Little Rock gets up on the board 7-0 here early in the Russell Athletic Bowl. First handoff, first play of the game for Clemson. It's going to go for 1,456 yards, 17 touchdowns for Chester Hall, the running back for Clemson. He's going to be a good one in the pros. If we make it that far, of course, I'll give you guys a little update on Chester Hall. We've seen him a couple times in the Heisman race, I think, even from last year. But the quarterback, Quentin Brooks, he had a big run in there in the last play, and he's got another run here going for 8. He did take a big lick, though, and you got to wonder if that's going to affect him. It does not. So he checks back into the game, and Chester Hall doing what he does. Gets a 9-yard gain here. Resets the downs. 1st and goal. Brooks handing off to Chester Hall, but he had a lane, but he goes backwards and he fumbles the ball at the 3-yard line. Little Rock is going to take it out to about the 10, and Little Rock shuts the door. Defense comes up big time. Clemson was getting ready for some points, and that hurdle cost Chester Hall. Trying to do a little too much here. So the first play after the turnover in a big-time throw up the middle is going to be underthrown, and it's going to be intercepted. Clemson takes it all the way back to about the 47-yard line, and they'll be back here in business. So kind of sucky there for Little Rock, and here comes Quentin Brooks. He's got blockers out in front. He breaks off one tackler. He's going to go down to the sideline to the 10. Gets dropped at the 9, and Quentin Brooks, he can run there a little bit, guys. He can run a little bit. 8 touchdowns and over 900 yards in rushing. He can do what we just saw. He's a big-time player with his legs. So 3rd and goal, and a bust off the tackle, flips to Chester Hall, and that is going to be a touchdown for Clemson. So they survive. They get back all the way to the red zone, and they capitalize on a touchdown, like what they should have had before the Chester Hall fumble. Little Rock's next possession here in the second quarter, mid-second quarter, is going to go to Clemson yet again. So LaQuinton Evans now 6 of 10 with 2 of those incompletions going for interceptions. Chester Hall going to get 9, 3rd and inches for Clemson. He's got 48 rushing yards so far in the Russell Athletic Bowl here. 3rd and inches, and this is going to be a big-time stop by Little Rock. It's going to be 4th and inches. They don't go for it. They decide to punt it back to Little Rock. We'll see what they draw up. And LaQuinton just firing to Keneal Mason is going to find his favorite target there for 21 yards. 2nd and 10, up past the 40-yard line, and here's a nice little strike to the right side of the field with 1 minute and 43 seconds left. Buddy Monroe calls a timeout. It's a good timeout. Gives you a chance to talk about what the play is that you're going to draw up, and it looks like it's going to be a good one, as Terry Callahan takes on the contact and gets into the end zone. So 14-7 Little Rock. They take the lead over Clemson here. Minute 20, and Quentin Brooks bouncing off 2 tacklers, but can't bust off this one. He's going to go down for a sack. So 1 yard loss here. 3rd and 7. Chester Hall getting the call. And that's going to be a 9 yard rush there. They do call a timeout with 54 seconds left on the clock. 52 seconds as when this throw comes off. Gets out of bounds. That's Larry Johnson. 2nd and 3. Oh! Look. Oh, Quentin Brooks with the bust off the tackle, then the hurdle. He's got 3rd and 3 situation, and he's going to go down after a nice tackle for a loss here by Hayden Reed. And that's going to set up a field goal opportunity for Clemson, and the kick will be up and good. So a 14-10 game at the half. It's been kind of defensive, a little bit defensive. Little Rock has a fumble recovery, and Clemson has 2 interceptions, and that's where we're at, 14-10. So as you guys can see, the turnovers are at the bottom of the screen, 3 combined, and the time of possession really is favoring Clemson with over a minute in differential between Little Rock's 6 minutes there, 7 minutes for Clemson. So is that going to be a factor for the remainder of the game? We'll have to find out here in this second half. So Clemson is starting to drive here in the start of the 3rd quarter. They're up to 2nd and 5, and here's Chester Hall just blowing by a couple Little Rock defenders, but he's only going to get 3 here, so a good stop by Little Rock's D. They hand it off to the fullback here, kind of an interesting call. That's Blake Barr for a 0 yard run. So they will have to kick a field goal, and they pull within 1 point. 2nd and 10. More risky throws made by LaQuinton Evans. It's going to go incomplete, though. It's going to be 3rd and 10. You need a first down here, Little Rock. And they're going to go short, and that's no dice. No dice. Jameel Carter there for a 5 yard reception. Not going to be good enough. Up past the 30-yard line, here is Clemson and Quentin Brooks. He's got blockers on the sideline, and he's gone. He's gone. That's going to be a 29-yard score. Nice run. Good blocking. They're probably going to have to go for 2 here to get this to be a 7-point game, and they do. A minute 35. Little screen pass here. Nothing doing. Jack Johnson, nice little deflection there. Should have picked it off, though, dude. Should have picked it off and gone the other way. That would have been huge for Little Rock to kind of work themselves back in this game. But you know what's huge? This play down the sidelines. It's streak route to Jason Wilson. Yeah, Jason Wilson. You guys know Jason Wilson because he's amazing. 2,942 yards was the old record. He's now got it on that grab, on that catch. So it was a really nice grab. Good throw. You need a pretty good quarterback in your time here at Little Rock in order to set some receiving records, right? He's had Gunnar Rivers. Now he's got LaQuinton Evans. He can still do some things, guys. There's a touchdown for Jason Wilson. Again, he is amazing at the streak route. Kind of reminds me of Jordy Nelson just a little bit. I love Jordy Nelson. 20-19. They're going to go for 2. A nice grab there by Jameel Carter to get the 2 feet inbounds. The NFL scouts are going to like that. And there you go. 2-point conversion is good. So 22-19. We're going to skip all the way to the middle of the 4th quarter because guess what? Nothing was going on. A lot of defensive battling going on. A lot of trading of possessions in that 4th quarter. 2nd and 5. Quentin Brooks is going to get sacked. He's going to go down for a no-yard gain, a 0 yard gain. 3rd and 5. They're going to hand it off to Chester Hall, and he's going to be short of that first down marker, guys. It's a 2 yard rush. He's got 142 so far, so I don't blame them for going to Chester Hall there to put the ball in his hands. 22-22 after that field goal to tie the game up. Eric Mack does come up with this catch, so they're inching a little closer. 3rd and 7. Little Rock gonna fire incomplete. Pressure was a little too much. So they have to give it the football up to Clemson. 22 seconds. And what are they doing? 19. Guys, you got to go. You got 3 timeouts. You got to go. It's go time. But he runs into a Little Rock defender. It was a fumble, but he recovered it anyway. So Clemson punting the football away, and it's a terrible punt. It's a terrible punt. Jameel Carter is going to get Little Rock to the 49-yard line. 5 seconds left to go, and LaQuinton Evans going to fire one deep to the end zone to break the tie with a touchdown. Incomplete. Odds are, of course, you never want to get your hopes up, but there's always a chance. There's always a chance. That would have been cool if they had converted, but we're going to overtime, guys, and Little Rock is going to lose the toss, so Clemson gets first choice. They say we want defense first because we want to know what kind of points we got to score here. We got to know what's up on the scoreboard. We got to know what we got to do on our offensive possession here. But Little Rock is going to get to the 1-yard line after a nice catch to the tight end, David McBride, and that's going to be a score for Little Rock as Eric Mack gets in pretty easily. Wasn't really touched until he got into the end zone. So good job by Little Rock to set themselves up for a touchdown. 29-22, 4th and 14. It was a 3rd and long situation. Now 4th and 14, and Clemson has to go for it here. So this might be the game. And oh, they got him! No! They had him! Corey Hall for the touchdown. 4th and 14. Down the sidelines, they had the tackle. Right there, the safety. You just push the guy out of bounds. That's all you gotta do. But they can't get it done, guys. So on a 3rd and 1 situation here on the next possession for Clemson, you got Quentin Brooks, 1, 2, and 3 tacklers. He's gonna bust off to get into the end zone for a Clemson touchdown. Guys, Clemson was out of it, man. I know that he made the catch on the sideline, and at 4th and 14, it was gonna reset the downs anyway. But instead of, you'd had 4 more downs to play with if you just make the tackle. So 36-29, and Little Rock has some work to do here, but we are going to get a big time effort by Jameel Carter on a nice little catch and run there to pick up the first down. So here is a run by Eric Mack. He's going to pick up about 2. So 3rd and 8 situation. They can get the first without scoring. Here's LaQuinton Evans going to fire up to the middle. No! Interception in the back of the end zone, and Little Rock gives up the football and gives up the game. They give up the Russell Athletic Bowl to Clemson. Ouch, man, that hurts. That hurts, especially if you're a Little Rock fan and you had high hopes for the season. To lose your bowl game like this is, it leaves a sour taste in your mouth. So congratulations to Clemson, of course, to Stephen Cuss, the former head coach at Nebraska State, who's now heading the program of the Clemson Tigers after they had a couple down seasons. And you know what? It looks like Nebraska State's former head coach is doing some pretty good things out there. So congratulations to Clemson for the Russell Athletic Bowl W. We wanted Little Rock, though. Let's be honest. We wanted Little Rock. Anyway, let's move on. We've got Nebraska against McAllen. And speaking of Nebraska State, with head coach Stephen Cuss, former coach that we just saw, we're moving to Nebraska State's hated rival in the Big Ten, Nebraska. So what is the Nebraska State connection here in this game? Well, you guys know that Graham Keith, a former Nebraska State Prairie Dog quarterback, is quarterbacking the Nebraska Cornhuskers. So it's going to be a pretty interesting game, to say the least, as these two teams, McAllen and Nebraska, square up for this Meineke Car Care Bowl down in Texas. I would assume that, based on the location, Billy Adams and that McAllen Matador team is going to be ready to go here. Well, Billy Adams takes a big hit here after a big-time run. Now 2nd and 10, he's going to take off, but no, he fumbles the football, lands on his shoulder, and he doesn't get up. And this one's disastrous for McAllen, as the defender, Nick Kearney, the linebacker, is going to scoop and score and take this one all the way to the house for 7. Not good, because now you're going to rely on Steven Alvarez. The backup quarterback is an 88 overall player. And what the hell was that? What the hell was that? Good God. Prayers to the McAllen fan base. Oh, maybe the prayers have been answered here. Andres Buckley is going to bust off 2 tacklers and maybe 3, maybe 4. He gets spun to the ground. He takes it to 51 yards up past the 20-yard line. And here's Derek Wade going to go for 11. So, hey, okay, stick to the ground. Stick to the ground game. Derek Wade gets the call. Touchdown. Easy. Easy. 4+ plays, end zone. Actually, maybe minimum of 5 plays to get to the end zone. That's great. Stick to that Denver Techie style of offense, guys. The read option play. You're going to get the dub, okay? Like, just stick to that. Who knows what Steven Alvarez is going to be able to do, guys. But that first throw that he had just did not look very good. Didn't look very promising, right? So Keith, 0 of 2 so far. 3rd and 10. Going to need a big-time throw. Nice pickup there by the O-line. And that was a low throw, but Will Terrell able to corral this one and make the catch for the first down. And Graham Keith, guy, what are you doing? What is going on? Are you cool? Are you good? Interception here for McAllen, and they've got another possession. They got an extra possession now, thanks to Graham Keith. 1 of 4, 11 yards, and a pick. Good play here by Nebraska's defense. They're going to take down Alvarez for a 3-yard loss. It's going to put them to 2nd and 13. Incompletion is going to lead to 3rd and 13, but Alvarez, deep shot here to Abraham Young. That's a 35-yard score, and dude's got some arm strength. That's really surprising after that first throw that he had, guys, in the game. He probably was just thinking, guys, I just want to suck the defense in, thinking that I don't have any arm strength at all, right? That was the strategy. That was the strategy. I promise you. We'll have to talk to him after the game and see what's up. But we got a 1 for 6 right now. Talk about struggling quarterbacks. Well, Alvarez doesn't look like he's one of them right now after that big-time throw. Graham Keith, however, he's struggling. 1 of 6, takes a big-time sack for 8 yards. It's going to get McAllen another possession here. 4th and inches. They're up by 7 with 2 minutes to go here in the first. They're going to say, you know what, we're going to go for it. 50-yard line, 50-plus yard line, we're going to go for this. And they get it. Andres Buckley for the first down. 1st and 10. Alvarez going to sweep to the left, and he should have waited for his blocker. He would have been into the end zone, but it's going to be 15 yards. I'm just going to start calling him Steph. Because look, guys, look at Steph. So inspirational. Touchdown, Alvarez. 4 yards, 21-7. Nebraska's got some work to do. Graham Keith, you got to start digging here a little bit deeper, man. Look at this big-time run here. 10 yards. I like it. And so does the mascot. We got the little boot, scoot, and boogie going on here for Nebraska. 1st and 10. Nice throws here by Graham Keith. Starting to get into the swing of things a little bit. He hurdles over 2 guys. And just an unnecessary move there, Graham. Dude, what are you doing? He's going to lose 3 yards. 2nd and 13. Sides change as we start the second quarter. And somehow, running back Ron Williams gets to the line of scrimmage on a really what looked like to be a negative play here. So 3rd and 13. And we get a first down off a screen pass. That's the running back, Ron Williams again. His first reception of the game. 1st and goal as we skip ahead just a little bit. That's Brandon McNair. So the backup running back for Nebraska. It's going to get a 2-yard run here. 2nd and goal. And who we got? Ronnie Williams gets to the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal. And what a play by James Harris to deflect this in the back of the end zone. But look, Nebraska being down by 2 scores says, no, we're going to go for this thing. And Graham Keith takes it in himself, pretty much untouched. That's going to be a touchdown for Nebraska, pulling within 1 score. Skipping ahead to the next Nebraska possession. That's Maurice Woods for 37. Nice completion there by Graham Keith. And Woods pass completed to the left side. That looks like to be the tight end, Will Terrell, for 6. 4th and 1 situation. Nebraska decides we're just going to kick the field goal to go down by 4. 1 minute, 6 seconds left. Nebraska does call a timeout, their first, on a 3rd and 8 situation. So if you're McAllen, you know what to do here. You got to get a first down, and Alvarez is going to go down instead for a sack. Nebraska calls the timeout. They get all the way up past the 50-yard line, and they've got 1 timeout to spare, but they don't call it here. 14 seconds, 2nd and 8. Graham Keith gonna fire out to the middle, and Takeo Kumamoto, a custom prospect that you guys have not heard from in quite a long time, but Takeo comes through for the touchdown, and Nebraska takes the lead here in the waning seconds of the first half, and McAllen will just run the clock out to take this into halftime. So, thoughts on this game? The offenses have started to come alive a little bit. You know, that first quarter was kind of tough. We know Graham Keith's struggles. He was like 1 of 6 with a pick. You know, it just was not really that good. And a couple really nice throws in that second quarter, and he started bringing it back a little bit. Started getting some nice runs in there too. Steven Alvarez, same thing. Showing off his arm strength. Had a kind of a rocky first quarter. Other than that, both quarterbacks been playing pretty decently now. It's 24-21 as we go into this third quarter, and Graham Keith with blockers out in front. He's got a lane. Oh, down the hash marks. If he had just another blocker, he probably was gone. But just like we talked about, Graham Keith, he's starting to find a little bit of a groove here. So if you're McAllen, I would be a little bit nervous. 2nd and 4. Nebraska with that 3-point lead. They're going to kick it out here. That looks like to be Will Terrell, the tight end. He's going to pick up that first down. 2nd and 12, so a 2-yard loss in the first down play. And Keith is going to get 4. It's going to be 3rd and 8, but he goes down. He goes down, so he's not feeling himself here. So he's got to give way here to the backup quarterback as well. And this pass is going to be incompleted. Lee Lumpkin. Lee Lumpkin is going to go incomplete. So they settle for the field goal. Oh, God, these names. 27-21. Down by 6. Steph, find it within you, man. Oh, he threw it right to the linebacker. He threw it right to him. He threw him a rocket. He still picked it off, though. That's some good hands, man. Put him on offense. Graham Keith looking to make McAllen pay. He's going to work it all the way up to the 9-yard line after a 33-yard run. Look at the blocking, though. Perfection by Nebraska. And Graham Keith gets 33 yards on the play. And he's pumped up, man. 1st and goal. Changes to 3rd and goal. So they got one more shot to get to the end zone. Nothing was there. Keith throws it away. They settle for another field goal. McAllen is down by 9 here late in the 3rd. You got to make some plays, and that's a really risky throw, but a good one as it's completed by Dan Frazier. Screen pass. Gonna go for a first down. A little bit more too, about 13 yards. Start of the 4th quarter. 2nd and 3. Steph, get into the end zone. He doesn't. He picks up the first down though, but he's down at the 2. Buckley gets the touchdown. It's a much needed score, guys, for McAllen. They go for 1, gonna be down by 2. That is the case. Now, hey, look at Nebraska's offense. Hasn't had a single punt in the last 5 drives. So what are the odds here that they're gonna pick up first downs? Pretty darn good. When you got Graham Keith running the football like this, he picks up 14 yards, guys, on this play. And there he is again. There's that mascot. He's cutting the rug, man. He's cutting the rug. He's got that boot scooting boogie going on. But Graham Keith runs into Jean-Luc Martin, the custom prospect from Canada. And take a look. They do have to punt. So McAllen on 1st and 10. Alvarez is going to get dropped, though, for a 2-yard loss. And Nebraska is starting to impose their will here. Look at this screen pass. Going to go for another 2-yard loss. McAllen's going to have to punt the football back to Nebraska. Now, with 1 timeout in McAllen's back pocket, they have to use this wisely. 2 minutes and 2 seconds is when they decide to use it. 2nd and 7. You have to avoid the first down. You can't get Nebraska the first down. They make a play on Will Terrell, a tight end. 3rd and 5. Time will start ticking away here. And on 3rd and 5, pass completed. First down. Nebraska to Michael Thomas. And that's it. That is it. That's all she wrote. Nebraska are the Meneke Car Care Bowl champions in year number 6. And I don't know how you lift that guy. How do you lift him up? I guess since you're football players, you got to have some strength. But holy crap. I can feel my arteries clogging just by looking at him. And then there's the mascot. I don't know how he got in there, but he did. You know, I can't play the boot scoot and boogie there because he's not dancing. But you might as well maybe play jump around. Just can't do that because it's Nebraska. You know, that's not Wisconsin, that's Nebraska. I'm running out of things to talk about here, guys, because it sucks. Because both of our Big 12 teams in tonight's action are 0 for 2. Little Rock lost. McAllen loses. And now we got to watch Nebraska's state team go on the road to San Diego. So by no means is it a very regional bowl game for Nebraska State to take on a ranked Colorado team who, by all intents and purposes, was a really good team this season in year 6 of our dynasty. I think at one point they were ranked #1, at least maybe in the top 10. So Nebraska State, however you want to slice and dice it, however you want to cut this thing up, this analysis of it up, we got our work cut out for us here. And we're going to have to rely on guys that you might not have ever thought to get this bowl game W. Like Ronnie Rouse, big time catch, good throw. Seamus O'Regan with the little step back juke, gonna get 25. So Bubba Robinson has to be good. We need him to be good. We need that O-line to be even better. Dante LaBelle has to be relied upon as well. Play action here by Bubba Robinson. Nice little flick to Cody Joseph, the tight end for 7. 2nd and goal situation. LaBelle's got blockers in front. He takes it to the left side for a 2-yard score. It is now 7-0 Nebraska State. Hey, cool. Cool, we got ourselves a lead here. But how about that run defense? Still terrible. Still awful. Carl Bauer for 20. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. McCoy is going to find Weaver. Weaver, the receiver, makes the catch. 1st and 10 here, and Hefner's going to fumble the ball. A big-time hit. Washington almost overran it. He's going to come back to the ball, though. Luckily, no Colorado player was able to pick this thing up, so Nebraska State capitalizes on the big hit and the fumble. So let's get this thing done. Let's get it to a 14-0 lead here in the first quarter. Big-time run for Bubba for 9. He is going to not go down, so that was a little misleading. Dante LaBelle goes down on handing out a block. So he's going to be out of the game, and it's going to have to rely on Corey Hargrove, the guy that we've relied on for many, many years in this dynasty for Nebraska State. 3rd and 5. Robinson going to scramble to the right. He's got to get rid of it. So nothing was open. Bubba, under pressure, gets rid of the football. We save ourselves to get 3 points. Weaver going to make this catch and more. Luckily makes the tackle to prevent an even bigger gain. Williams gets tackled here, only for a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 3 situation. Nebraska State's defense got to come through, guys. What do you got? Oh, nice play. Nice play. Thomas Johnson read that curl route perfectly, and Colorado's going to have to settle for a big-time field goal, and that had room to spare. Not only was it accurate, but it had room to spare. Oh, look at the spin move. Derek Smith, the senior. Nice little dipsy do, my darling. Check it out one more time. Whoop! See ya. Just break off one more tackle there, right? 1st and 10. We are going to go with a Hail Mary here. We're going to shoot for the end zone. We want that 17-3 lead. Derek Smith trying to do the one-handed grab. Might have been the only way that he could have made the catch, but unfortunately, it's going to be a pick. So that was kind of a gutsy play call on my part. Maybe a stupid play call on my part. I know that people in the chat are probably like, Goldie, what is that? What are you thinking? Draw up a normal play. Stop doing the Hail Marys here. Well, unluckily for us, Nebraska State gives up the football to Colorado. So 2nd and 1 here. McCoy going to go with a screen pass here. Jacob East, nice tackle on Jones for a 2-yard loss. 3rd and 3 situation. McCoy feeling a little bit of pressure. Dishes it off to Williams, the tight end. And Ungermeyer's going to push him out of bounds for 17-yard gain. 2nd and goal. McCoy to Williams. Tight end just slipped out a little bit. He's a big dude. He is a hoss. He's going to be a tough guy to handle, I just feel like. So 10-10 game here. 3rd and 10 for Nebraska State. You got to fire to the left. Looking for Anderson, but that's Tyrone McDaniel for a deflection. It's going to be Colorado football here on 3rd and 7. And as we can see, Moore took the guy underneath. Ungermeyer has no help in the defensive backfield, and that is Hefner for the big-time touchdown for Colorado. Colorado takes the lead. Nice pass completed to Jeff Anderson for 13. Minute 20. Bubba, play-action throw here to Jeff Anderson with the athletic grab. It's going to go for 29. All right, so we're back in business here. 1 minute left to go. Time is ticking away. We have all 3 timeouts, but we don't even need to use them here on this drive, guys. We kill enough time. We get a touchdown. We tie this baby up. 17-17. We're going to go into the second half with a tie ball game. Just like we started. Nothing. It's a whole new game. Just don't throw Hail Marys and you'll be fine. And maybe have some coverage. But that's really tough when you're asking Nebraska State defenders to actually play defense. But hey, you know what? Jacob East has been playing really well. He makes this tackle for a loss, and it's Prairie Dog football here. Derek Smith makes this catch, but we can't get the first down. We end up going for it here, and a really good read by Corey Hargrove. He gets the first down. Play got busted up in the backfield here, but he is going to take this for a first down. That gives us new life here. 17 yards to Jeff Anderson. A 1st and 10. Pass completed. Anderson again. This guy has been absolutely huge. 20 yards. 2nd and goal. Robinson goes to the left, and he finds Cody Joseph in the corner of the end zone. Gets the 1 foot in bounds. That's a touchdown for Nebraska State. We're back on top, guys. 24-17. Here's a little play-action rollout to Williams. Busts off 1 tackle. There's 2, 3, maybe. Ungermeyer can't make the tackle. And here comes the blockers out in front. Here comes Williams. He's all the way down the sidelines, and he's gone. Touchdown, 77 yards to the tight end, Barrett Williams. Oh, my God. He throws Dixon to the side. He throws Moore to the side, and then Ungermeyer can't make the tackle on him. He had 2 guys. He had 1 guy who's trying to tackle, and the other dude, like, he's just trying to fend off. Like, he was blocking him from the side, from the shoulder side, too. So, unfortunately, Ungermeyer just got wrecked on that play. Either way, it's a tie ball game, and Nebraska State now is starting to sling it here. Jeff Anderson's making some really nice catches. He's been the X factor in the receiving game for NSU so far. Big time hit on Bubba Robinson, but he will get up just fine. It's 3rd and goal, and we got to get this touchdown. We just have to. We got to stay with Colorado. Robinson, too much pressure, will fumble the football, but he recovers it himself, and we're going to have to settle for a field goal, guys. But it's a fake, and I pushed the wrong button. So I'm going to have to call a timeout. And that's probably going to haunt me here later on in the game. I can just feel it. I can just feel it right now. So I accidentally called the fake field goal, and I was not comfortable trying to get a first down there. You got to take your points. 27-24, and then more busted coverage by Nebraska State. And it's going to be a touchdown for Hefner, his 2nd of the game. But hold on. We got a legal touch on Clarence Hefner. He ran out of bounds on that play. And they're going to go all the way back to 3rd and 17. McCoy going to fire to the left, and Zamo with the nice coverage. Mike McKnight going to get out of bounds. We get the ball back, and oh, a risky throw here by Bubba to Derek Smith, but they pick up the first down. Oof, that was a really, really gutsy throw, but we get the first, and we're moving the ball, guys. 4th and 5. Nail Cotton trying to push himself to that first down marker. We get to 4th and 5. We get a long field goal attempt, and we drill it. We're up by 6 now, 30-24. McCoy, got to play some good defense here if you're NSU East. What is going on, man? Robert Jones makes the catch on the sideline for the big-time first, and then Dixon, why aren't you going up for the pick? I'm holding the Y button, guys. He's not going up for the interception. 2nd and 3. Is Nebraska State going to allow Colorado to get the first? They do. Really tough spot here for Nebraska State. I thought that was not going to be a first down at all, but they gave him the spot. We're not even bringing any pressure at all. Moore also holding the Y button. Doesn't get the interception animation here. Doesn't even go for the deflection. And then a touchdown to none other than the guy that's been killing us all game long. It's Barrett Williams. 4 touchdowns for McCoy. 3 touchdowns for Barrett Williams, the tight end. We've been absolutely getting roasted by this guy. It's 31-30. Bubba Robinson and the Prairie Dogs. We got to get something going here on this drive. Nice pass completed to Seamus O'Regan for 2 straight passes in a row. 32 seconds left. We have 2 timeouts to go. Hargrove goes underneath and the juke. Oh, baby, go to the end zone. He's down the sideline. He gets 21 yards on that play. Let's take a look at it one more time. Woo! Love it. Love it. So we do call a timeout. 25 seconds. We are in field goal range. We just can't turn it over. That's the big thing right now, guys. 20 seconds left. We're not calling a timeout. We're going to drain this thing just a little bit. Call a hurry up. Get running the football up the middle. Get closer to the posts. We're at the 8-yard line. All Dorsey's got to do is just kick it right down the middle. There's no wind involved. And guys, Nebraska State, with no time left on the clock, is going to get this W. Go NSU, baby. Nice job by Bubba. Nice job by the Prairie Dogs. Just stick together and get this win, guys, out here in San Diego. Really tough team against Colorado, but we got the job done. So let's take a look at some of the box scores here as we celebrate Nebraska State's bowl game victory, the only bowl game victory for Big 12 team builder teams in tonight's video. Great job by these Prairie Dogs, guys. We had a couple touchdowns here to show you. Derek Smith had 1. We got a lot of field goals here in the fourth quarter for Nebraska State. But other than that, I mean, it was a really good game for Nebraska State. We'll take a look at the offensive numbers. 475 compared to 392. Only 1 turnover. But third down conversions, 4 of 9 was obviously good. Colorado still 4 of 8, 50%. So both teams did a good job at third down conversions. But I think we had that one possession where we went for it on 4th. We got it. I think that might have changed the game a little bit, giving us another shot at more points. McCoy went off, had a 208 rating, 4 incompletions here, 342, 4 touchdowns, 88%. Like, this defense is so bad, I don't even know how we win any games at all. But Bauer here for 8 for 47, no scores. And then there he is. Barrett Williams, 3 touchdowns, 1 being the 77-yarder. That was big time. 7 catches, 138 is the story for the Colorado Buffaloes. 24 of 36 for Bubba Robinson, 339, 2 scores, a pick, and 66% completion percentage. Hargrove, 86 yards on 16 attempts. That's good for a 5.3. And LaBelle, 5 of 50. I feel like the game would have been a lot different had Dante LaBelle stayed healthy and stayed in this game. I'm not saying that we would have blown this team out by any means. Might have been a little bit, well, would have been more in our favor, I feel like, if we had our number 1 running back. It wasn't going to be a blowout, but it wasn't going to be this close. It wasn't going to be a field goal differential. I just feel like Nebraska State's just really good when Dante LaBelle is healthy. So I feel like that's what kind of cost us a couple more minutes on the time possession clock and some points here in the red zone. But Derek Smith, 1 touchdown. Joseph with a touchdown. That was a really nice throw by Bubba. And yeah, just all around good effort by the Prairie Dogs. I'm really impressed by those dogs. Clemson and Little Rock. Clemson gets the win here, 36-29. Beat them by a touchdown. And, you know, it was a really tough game if you're a Little Rock fan. Of course, being 4th and 14, that's going to be one that's going to be a number that you remember for a long time. 4th and 14. So a lot of people are just going to chat that in your ear, you know. 4th and 14, 4th and 14. Gave up that first down strike after a really good series on defense in overtime play. And 4th and 14, you give up the first down. But not only did you give up the first down, even if you pushed him out of bounds, you had 4 more downs to work with, which would have given you a chance. Who knows what would have happened there. But that touchdown right here, that one right there, that one hurt. That one really hurt. That's not Chester Hall, by the way. That's Corey Hall, a wide receiver. So Chester Hall would be the running back. So unfortunately for Little Rock, it just didn't go their way. They had 297 yards of offense and somehow, some way, found themselves in this game and had 3 turnovers on the game too. You know, it's like, man, they cleaned it up just a little bit and they might have beaten Clemson. You know, 297 yards, like in college football, that's not good. That's not good. Plus 4 giving up 412. You would have expected this game to be a blowout. If I just showed you that team stats summary, you would have thought that this was a blowout, guys. 263 passing yards. All the dirty work was done on the ground for Clemson. I just don't know what else to say. 14 to 16, 98 yards for Quentin Brooks. Like, he didn't even have to throw. They just ran it all day long. 155 for Hall, 130 for Brooks. 3 touchdowns on the ground. We talked about it. We got Hall, 5 of 6. That's Chester Hall. 1 of 29 for Corey Hall with that overtime touchdown. So even receiving-wise, it just didn't do a lot. Didn't have a lot of big plays other than just the one. Just the one. Look at that Little Rock here. We got Jameel Carter got into the game for 2 plays that I didn't show. Maybe I should have shown those. Those were kind of funny. But, with time constraints, I did not show that. But Jameel Carter got into the bowl game action, his last action as a collegiate athlete, and he did complete 2 passes. And he had 100%, even a better rating than Mr. LeQuentin Evans. Of course, I know, I get it. Limited sample size. 21 of 36, 246, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks for LeQuentin, just not effective. The ground game was also not effective, 2.4. Did get the 2 on the ground, though, so that was nice. But, 9 of 22, that's not going to cut it at all. We got 1 touchdown here for Jason Wilson. He's a senior now. He's going to be gone. Terry Callahan also had a score, but Keneal Mason, kind of non-existent with the bad quarterback play there, 2 of 32. And then, let's see, Jameel Carter, 5 of 39. So, again, Little Rock's only going to go as far as their quarterback's going to take them, and they've been that way for quite a while with Gunnar Rivers. And same thing here with LeQuentin Evans. And Evans is going to have to be better next season in order for Little Rock to take it to the next level. Second game of tonight's action was Nebraska and McAllen. And this was a pretty good game. I thought it was a good game. I think the one touchdown that cost McAllen the game was the first one. The fumble recovery that they returned for 62 yards. Now, both quarterbacks were struggling in the first quarter, and that's the one touchdown I feel like really cost them this game. It sucks for McAllen because they yet again lose another bowl game. And I think if we went back and we looked at the record, we would see that McAllen actually has. I would anticipate that McAllen's lost the most bowl games out of all of our Big 12 teams. I could be totally wrong on that. Somebody have to fact check me, but I feel in my gut that that's the case. Fact check me. Somebody fact check me out there. I'm sure I'm probably wrong, but my gut is telling me that I'm pretty close. I'm pretty close. Alvarez did not throw the football quite a lot, but that's just what McAllen does. They've adopted that Denver Tech style of read option offense. You're just not going to throw the football a whole lot. 7 of 11, 134, had the 1 pick, 63%. So to say that he played bad would be kind of harsh. I don't think he played bad. I think that first throw that he made put it in everybody's minds that he just was not going to be very good, but that turned out to be false. He was pretty decent. He was decent, all things considered. Andres Buckley, 18 of 134, 1 touchdown. Alvarez, 1 touchdown. Wade, a touchdown. So the running game was still good for McAllen. I think McAllen needs to probably have and find a guy that, in no disrespect to Andres Buckley here, but I think they need to find a guy that's like an Andre Wingo, or like a Scott Thomas or a Dustin Miller, somebody like that for this offense. Or maybe it is quarterback play. Maybe McAllen is really just still looking for that Drakeenan Timmons, Alex Makovich type of quarterback that's really going to fit with this Denver Tech style of offense. And then maybe things start turning the corner for him, because it's obvious that running game really sets up the big passing plays. Like, look at these passing plays. The longs had 2 receivers over 30-plus yards as their longs. So Abraham Young had the 35-yard touchdown, and then Frazier had a 45-yard gain as well. So, when you're going 2 of 80, 2 of 54, I mean, the running game is really helping your passing game. So I hope that McAllen can figure out here in simulation for year 7 and onward, but we will figure that out at a later date. So that is it for tonight's Big 12 Team Builder Bowl Week number 1 action, guys. Leave a like if you like this thing. I will see you next Saturday for Oklahoma State and ACU for the Fight Hunger Bowl. We got Amarillo and Stanford for the Alamo Bowl, and then Denver Tech and Rutgers for the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl. So if you guys need a date for that's going to be next Saturday. That would be on the 22nd. The following Saturday on the 29th will be Shreveport in Georgia in the Sugar Bowl, Mississippi State and Midland State in the Cotton Bowl, and then Camu and North Carolina State for the BBVA Compass Bowl, which means on the Monday, that following Monday, so the 29th, are those final 3 bowl games. On the 31st, August 31st, that is when we're going to get North Carolina and Ardmore. So guys, leave a like if you like this thing. I will see you next Saturday. As always, thanks for watching, and